Hello. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Real art house stream? Yeah, yeah, I actually needed a second to finish my lunch. So that's what that was. It's like how do I entertain people for like 2 seconds? Okay. We got a few subs. I think we got like 1 follower on Twitch. So friendly reminder that I am on Twitch. You should go follow me on there. If we get affiliate, that'd be pog. That'd be awesome. I can actually probably change the sub goal to or follow goal to 50, I think. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, thank you so much to the new folks, new people who joined. Ads finally going out for the insufficient context. I think people are enjoying it. I hope so. I personally like it a lot. Yeah, it was just fun. It's really funny when you just, don't have to try very hard to make yourself look like an idiot. But you'll have to, I guess I shouldn't say you don't have to try very hard, but literally, it took me, I think that video took me like 5 days, so hopefully this one doesn't have any shocking content. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure the reason the previous one was considered shocking content was literally like under the definitions of shocking content, there's like extreme violence, which technically, the standing here meme technically, if we want to be technical about it, does involve extreme violence. I don't think this one involved extreme violence. And I hope under the pretext that it is an out-of-context video, like that is the point, that people don't take it as something else. You know what I mean? Even though that's kind of like the joke. I was a little bit worried. I did talk to like one of my friends about like, I feel kind of like bad about like wanting to like promote this video. Just because I don't know if people are gonna like see it and be like upset or something that it's like a little yabai. But that's like kind of the point, and that's like the joke, and that's what makes it funny, because you're like, what the heck was the context for this? That they could have said that in context ever. So I don't know, those Flame Heinard bits were pretty violent on the ears. Damn. Yeah, and also the just I was sad because I wasn't sure how many people would make it to the point. Like, my favorite part of that video is just the like like slow zoom in on me with all of the like the stuff in the back. Hello, Rants. I don't know if I would call myself that, but yeah, just the slow zoom in with all the sounds overlaid, and it's like, this is not edited, because it wasn't. And you just look at that and go like, what was going through your brain when you thought of doing that? And what was going through my brain was that I played Mega Man X7 for like 6 hours, and that is like 3 too many hours of playing Mega Man X7. So, Really feel like I let on a banger, though. Really good out of context clip. I'm ready for insertion. That's just like peak out of context. Yeah. So anyways, you'll have to forgive me because I feel a little space brainy today. I was extremely tired yesterday, went to sleep a bit early, and then what tends to happen when I sleep earlier, even if I'm tired, is I'll wake up like 5 hours later and it's like, I want to still be sleeping. I can tell I'm still tired. But then I have to be awake for a couple of hours before I go back to sleep. So I went back to sleep for another like 3 hours, totaling 8 hours, but that's still kind of like those are good conditions for me to feel a little out of it, and I can definitely feel that. Also, I've been awake for an amount of time. Normally I wake up a little closer to stream, and then I feel like moderately awake, but I've been awake for a non-zero amount of time. So I'm a bit spacey. Hopefully we'll be fine today. I'm excited. Oh yeah. Friendly reminder. Wait, where's the thing? It's this one. So I need to connect the chat bot, but friendly reminder that I do have all my emotes on 7TV now. I think it should have all of my emotes now. Which, if you want them to show up in like the chat, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work on YouTube. Again, I don't really know why. But they show up for me in the YouTube chat. If you want them to show up specifically like on the chat over like in the stream, if like you can spam them on Twitch. Which I would encourage you to do. Because I need to have 3 people watching my stream all at the same time as part of affiliate, so. What else is there? Or all the other emotes? So yeah, if that's your thing, you can do that. You don't actually need the extension as long as you know what the emotes are, which I suppose you'd need to learn them somehow. I don't know. I wanted to have a command for it, or like a link or something that like helps people find it, but yeah. It's like a third-party thing, I guess. So, you know, if that's not your jam. But yeah. So we're playing Control today. That's enough of my stalling, I suppose. Also, I guess I can ask like how everyone else is doing today. I don't forget in my brain space brainium. It's gonna be really hot today, so I'm concerned about the duration of time that I can stream for, due to it probably turning my room into a sauna. Also, I didn't read this. For me, it's totally opposite. If I don't fall back asleep immediately, it isn't happening. Yeah, that's fair. I think I could also see that. I think for me, it's basically like either I go to sleep immediately after I wake up, like I fall back asleep, or if I wake up, like I get out of my bed physically, like I'll probably be up for a couple of hours, but I will want to go back to sleep because I'll be tired. Sleep's been bad. Being an involuntary night owl due to some fun fear of sleep paralysis. That sounds really unfortunate, Rance. Sleep paralysis does not sound like it's fun. To my understanding, most people who say they have sleep paralysis, it is quite bad. So that is unfortunate to hear. My recommendation will always be to, you know, find yourself some proper medical treatment because you deserve it. To not need to suffer at that. But whatever you do. Okay, let's get into it. Here we go. We're playing Control. We just got some pretty sick mods last time from doing some optional puzzles. And I think we also got the new coat. New coat's pretty cool. I think this game's also particularly loud. Let me just turn it down a bit. As I recall, this game's pretty loud, so let's turn it down in game. So we did like the mirror puzzle, and we got I was really excited about this one. We got reload efficiency for the Pierce, which just seems like one of the best mods ever on this thing. So I'm super excited to play with that mod now. I think we also got like a plus energy mod or something. So we're we're kind of popping. Next area is the Prime Candidate program, but I kind of like... I've just been vibing with all the side quests in this game, so I think we're gonna go do a side quest. I kind of want to help Arish find his friends. His buddies. Oh, wait, let's do that first, actually. We've gone a couple streams without talking to Dr. Underhill. So let's go do that. So we both tried this stream and, yeah, not fun. Luckily, getting some progress on your story for staying up. Yeah, I mean, don't let it stop you. You can always, you know... You can do your story and not be suffering at the same time. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't have to force yourself, I guess. I think she's in the research sector, if I'm remembering correctly. And then she's in the mold. The mold area. With the mold people. It's very moldy. Alright. Here we go. Got friends. I have friends. Oh, that's no fun. Oh my goodness, these are killing me. A lot. What the heck? I don't remember level 3 is literally obliterating me. Ah, hello, Ren. Welcome to House Lyria. Thank you so much for your sub. I imagine maybe the... So, maybe I want to talk about this, maybe I don't, I'm not sure. I don't know how much people, like, they feel whenever someone puts out an ad, it's, like, disingenuous. I feel like some people, like, that's their ideology. But I do think the ad is probably going on right now. It does have a... Oop, I'm dead. It does have a daily budget, so I kind of wonder how it's going to work out. But... So I imagine we might get some subs from people who are watching the video, which is funny. So just to be like super clear about that, like it's not like I had to go out of my way to like do it. It's literally a YouTube feature. You can click promote your video and then it does most of the correct ad stuff for you. Like it does bring you to Google Ads, like that is what it does. But it's literally like a button on your video. So it's not like I'm like big brain or something and I like went out of my way to do this stuff. There's literally like a promote button. And you know, when only like 50 people look at your stuff, but you think you made a pretty good video, you know, you just hope to get other people to look at it. It's like, I don't know. 50 is maybe good, I guess. I don't know, but like I did spend like most of my week last week working on it. So I hope it makes people happy. I also hope obviously that I get some subs for it. That is the goal of making content that I feel like is good outside of the pretty obvious stuff of like just trying to make people's day a little bit easier. Oh, Ren's in chat. Hello, Ren. I wasn't sure if you came from the video or not. Or, like, I wasn't sure if some people, like, are watching the video right now and then they're kind of, like, just strolling in. They're not, like, watching the stream. But, yeah, honestly, ads that aren't the same typical mobage stuff or blatant lies that, like, Evertail and stuff, even though those are kind of fun. Can ads actually draw your interest? Yeah, so that's kind of the thing, right? Or, like, I find it weird that it, like, does say it as an ad. Like, it has to. I'm pretty sure, like, you need to say if it's an ad. Like, that is required. Obviously. But, yeah, it's definitely not, like... It's not like I made the video as an ad. It's just, like, please look at my video. I hope more people will see it so that they can, you know... I just think it's a good video, that's all. It's not like it's not much more complicated than that. And as much as I know, like, my core audience probably enjoys it, because, again, like, before I set out the ad, it got, like, you know, 60 views, naturally. And then it seemed like it had good reception. People seemed that they liked it. So, you know, I am aware that probably the people who find me funny and actually watch me will find the thing that is clearly only my humor to be funny. But that's the hope, at least. So, it's just that, you know, there's maybe other people who will enjoy it, so, you know. No one should give anyone flack for trying to expand as long as you're not aggressively advertising on someone else's channel by bombard's comment sections, you good. Also, Evertail ad made me sad. Wanted a horror Pokemon game. Got Boopa, but no horror. Yeah, so that's fair. I just feel like there's something, like, some people find it disingenuous to, like, the concept of being, like, a content creator or whatever. Because if you think about it, some people's image of, like, a content creator is that they're very, like, not, like, the big guys, you know what I mean? It's like, the big guys do ads, you know what I mean? They do ads, and then, like, you know, smaller people, like, really, really need their fan base to show other people, which, by the way, you know, you can still do that. I would still really appreciate it if you showed my video to other people if you thought it was good. That'd be great. I would really love that. But, you know, the reality is that it's just, like, not enough sometimes, right? Or some people, like, they get a viral thing because of the algorithm and not because other people shared it. So, like, you know, you gotta do what you can. Which, I was talking about, understood slapping link on Discord server, Raymond. Thank you. I appreciate it. As long as that is not, like, spamming them or being disingenuous, I would love for you to do that. So, the point is that, I had a moment. I was thinking of a thing. Oh no, my brain. Ads, bigger people. Yeah, so by the way, so my budget for it isn't very high. That's the funny thing. So you would think, like, there are people who spend, like, a lot on advertisement. But the problem is, I can't do that. I don't have a lot of money to do that. So, but I did put some into it. So hopefully it, you know, goes well. That's the hope.
I finished synthesizing the samples.
Hello. Please, show me the samples.
Ingest this pill, then go and find the source of the mold. Only there can we begin to understand how to stop it.
So you promise I won't end up walking around covered in mold?
Oh, the pill will prevent any biological infection by the mold.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in a hazmat suit tells you to.
Yeah, I'm kind of sus too.
Great idea, Jesse.
I'm pretty sus. I guess we're fine though.
Oh, honestly, did you want me to wrap it in cheese?
Now
Maybe.
Taste the smell.
Oh.
It stinks in here now.
Gross.
Good. That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be.
That's good.
Now go. Find the source.
Okay. So I think we already did all of her dialogue options, so we're not going to do them again. But that's really funny. So for people who weren't here for the first part of this quest, it was heavily implied that the smell of the mold makes you want to eat it, right? But it also makes it smell like it's not just craving wanting to eat it, it also smells like really, really good. Like it smells like fresh pizza, basically. And you're like, oh man, I want to eat some of this mold. Give me the mold. You know what I mean? But do we do it in here? It said active threshold. I'm assuming that just means here. So the fact that it smells bad now is, like, really, really funny.
This must be the pit Underhill was talking about.
I'm assuming this is where they wanted us to go. Oh, do we not take damage from this anymore? Oh, yo, wait, that's super good. There's a bunch of these areas, actually, that are like this. that have these kinds of like walls. And I guess we just don't take damage from it anymore. That's really, really good. Also, geez, these things are like level 9 now? Disgusting. Oh, no. No, 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 no. I'm going to stand back. Stand back, please. Stand back. I do not want you exploding on me. Thank you. Yeah, normally it's give me the mold, but now it's no, I don't want that. Maybe if we wrapped it in cheese.
Oh, God. The further I go, the worse it smells.
That's good. That means we're getting close. So we've got a couple of square hallways. Let's tentatively go down both of these, I suppose. Oh. I knew you were behind me. I've always put an enemy behind me somewhere. C's accelerator. Wait, that actually... It's really fast. Okay, health. Health pickups. I guess I just don't really have the space for it. Or, in general, like on my build. Because I like the health boost. Maybe I don't need the health boost. I'm gonna try not having the health boost and giving myself more speed. Saw you're playing the Stanley Parable. I am definitely excited. That game is a treat. Yeah, so what's really sick about that, by the way, is that back when the Stanley Parable first kind of like, you know, existed, I don't know how long ago that was now, but the point is, at that time, I watched playthroughs. So I, like, watched people play that game. And then it came out, like... That's the kind of game that I probably would have wanted to play, right, on this stream. But, like, I already know everything. I've seen people play it. So, like, there's nothing for me to play. But from the... Yeah, OG Stanley was in 2013, exactly. So, like, I watched that. So I couldn't... I wouldn't feel right playing it on stream because I already, like, know everything. Interestingly, I've taken some analysis into that game before. Due to requirement. And yeah. A lot of funny stuff going on with that game. So, new one. Very excited for the new one. Very excited to play it. From what I've seen, it is a new game. If I'm getting that correctly. It should just be a new game. Maybe with parts of the old game, because that's kind of the humor of it. So I haven't really seen much. I'm trying to go in blind and not know too much. So that'll be fun. We're gonna be whoa, what was that? Just a thing I can stand on? Oh. Cool. Aha, you can't reach me. You silly buffoon. Oh. Hello, ramen. Ah. Oh. Oh, there's another one. How are you doing today? Oh, did we do it? Oh, there's all these cool new mods that I want. No. Need to... So I feel weird about disassembling all these other mods. I don't want to get rid of them. But I think I should. Okay. And then we'll get rid of a few more of these. Ah. I wish I could do the reverb for you. I feel like that'd make it a lot funnier, but unfortunately I do not have the means of giving myself reverb because those things are expensive. Wait, ammo refund. Oh wait, I explicitly can't use that on this, right? I can't use ammo refund? Yeah. Alright, We're gonna not do that. We have 3 as. Oh, ew, gross. This guy's baked into the wall. Gross. Oh, this guy's upside down! Oh no! Oh god! Oh no! My wall is, I'm like half mold, oh god. This guy's also upside down. Jeez, this guy's also baked into the wall. Sorry, what I find really funny about these is when people, like, I don't know. Someone had to decorate this, you know what I mean? Good job. Okay. I think we can go down. Oh.
Is that the source?
Ooh. Looks yucky. I don't like it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I looked away for a second. Oh, never mind. I hate it. Gross. It is not pretty. Oh, jeez. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Gotta hit the right spots. Nice. I think our pierce does a lot of damage. Which is good. Oh. Hopefully this boss won't be too hard. I know the fridge boss was really hard. Nice, okay.
I need to stop being surprised.
It is still kind of pretty. Yeah. I feel less strongly about the I don't know. It is kind of pretty. I agree with you, Rance, but also I think there's enough context for me to be very, very grossed out. Okay. This is good. I think our gun does good damage now. That's good. Very good. Oh, did I already have this control point? No. Alright, boss room exit. Get me out of here, please. What is this? Threshold log 3. Oh, did I not listen to the other one? Do I need to play it? Where is it? Oh, there's a bunch of these. Normally I don't listen to these, but...
Oh, so good.
Ah.
Need more.
Damn. Oh.
Oh, so good.
Poor guy ate the mold. Sorry, Ramsey. You're a mold now. Oh, do we have to quick travel? Fast travel? Was it here? Active threshold, maybe? I think. Alright, Underhill, we got rid of the stinky flower thing. Give me stuff. Oh, wait, what is this? Ooh. Balloon procedures. Item must be kept away from animals. The cell must be regularly cleaned of the black substance the item produces. All cleaning tools must be redacted, along with the black substance itself. Item is a novelty balloon made of silver mylar. On its face, a colorful message to get well, surrounded by cartoon hearts. A ribbon is attached to the balloon. Item has not stopped floating after a considerable amount of time in the bureau, which suggests it does not hover through the use of helium. The item produces a dark-colored, sticky substance which drips down its ribbon. It's lewd. It's just a lewd balloon. I don't know what else to say. Never noticed how much map was behind the ashtray maze? Oh, yeah, I guess there is a lot, isn't there? A whole bunch back there. It's exciting. Also, you know, random desk up here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm excited to find all these other areas that are kind of like floaty in space. I think there's actually one we can go to in the research sector. So let's go over there next. Like how they've very much done the kind of Metroidvania-esque progression-y stuff.
You've returned, I see.
Hello.
And you're not sprouting mold from your eyes. I take it that means my pill worked. Now tell me everything. Did you find the source?
I did. It's dead now.
Didn't you?
I found a big angry plant. Like, gigantic. I killed it.
You killed it! You found the source and you killed it!
Yeah.
I could have learned so much from a live specimen.
Her
Yeah,
concern
sorry.
is touching. Really.
Sorry,
It's
lass.
too
We
much.
had some more important
Here,
things to
I
do.
brought you a sample.
A piece.
Do you think anyone tried to have a sip of the balloon juice?
You're
Absolutely.
not such a lost cause after all.
Actually, maybe not, because it's not recorded. They would have a thing that says, like, do not drink the balloon juice.
Another
Or, like,
stage of
warning,
growth,
right?
Perhaps.
Because if it happens, then they'll tell you not to do it.
You'll be pleased to know that cutting down the creature at the source has already resulted in a notable cessation of the mold's rapid growth.
That's good.
You've bought me time for further study.
So what now?
I'm glad you asked. While you were busy in the pit, a number of mold hosts were sighted beyond the threshold.
Really.
They managed to sneak out without the rangers noticing. There's a reason I didn't send Steve and Andy to find the mold source with the others. These vagrant hosts must be eradicated as soon as possible. The mold can still be spread by their overgrown bodies.
Any idea where they went?
The hosts I've observed are not a sprightly bunch. Here are the reports I've received. They'll help you find them.
I'll go take care of them.
Good. And do be quick about it.
There's a nice way to say that.
Okay,
Thanks
cool.
for
We
the
got some
information.
ability points.
My pleasure.
Recovery mod. Is that better than the one I have equipped? Or is it worse? It is worse. Unbelievable. Are you enjoying the game so far? Since you've played it for a while, got any problems or elements you really enjoyed? I mean, like, game's fun. There's nothing that's, like, stood out as, like, actively bad or anything. But, like, I don't know if this is, like, apparent, but, like, oftentimes there's, like, mechanical things that, like, I'll take issue with that are just kind of, like, personal gripes. Like, for example, the camera in, what's it? Camera in Revengeance. It's, like, that game was really good, and I kind of just, like, had problems with the camera. But that's not really, like, that's not an actual ding, because, like, other people's interpretation of the camera could have been totally fine. I know, Rance, you mentioned that there was a non-zero amount of people who also complained about the camera, but I still don't really, like... I'm not convinced that the camera was actually, like, bad, so to speak. You know what I mean? I think it had a certain effect, and I think that certain people will, like, not vibe with that effect. And I specifically said why I didn't, because I'm very used to, like, manually adjusting the camera when I'm playing action games. So, like, I don't need the camera to turn for me, and I would like it to not turn for me, and I would also like it to, like, you know, maybe not be as sticky around walls and stuff. Like, that was pretty, like, annoying. Like, if you see here, when I try to rotate, it gets stuck on the wall. Like, it doesn't go out of bounds or anything. But it doesn't, like, stick to it. So, like, my rotation while doing this, there's no, like, lag. So sometimes the camera will get stuck in the other game and then, like, kind of slide and, like, snap to the next, like, position. Which is fine. Kind of. So, like, I think I'll try to make it apparent when I'm, like, actively trying to be critical about something, but I also think the majority of the time I just, like, I view games very in the moment and also just, like, as pieces of art, so I don't, like... I try not to get overly pretentious about games, I guess. I think they're usually pretty self-apparent. You did also mention that there was, what's it? Things that I'm enjoying in particular, the guns. Really like the feel of all of the guns in this game. I know I haven't, like, really used the spin and stuff, but it's just because, like, I just like using the pierce so much. You could say I'm an expert at doing the pierce stuff. Yeah, I guess to an extent, or like an extension of what I was saying, is that I feel like I am, I don't know, I guess I don't know how much other people feel about this, because it's not like a black and white lens, you know what I mean? It's not one of those things, or, generally the way that you can, like, apply perspectives, or whatever. I don't really know how else to say this. I'm trying not to be too cheesy or preachy, I guess, because I know I'm sort of space-brained right now. Hello, Hans, welcome. Hello, hello. So, like... Oh, this is just where this is. Okay. Sorry, my brain was on a thought. One lens that helps me a lot, or perspective to use, is that the degree of enjoyment that I have for something is up to me. So, like, that's kind of like when people play bad games, or, like, bad movies, bad entertainment, bad whatever, like, some people still, like, find something to enjoy about it, you know what I mean? And I think that's, like, that is a representation of this concept. So I think generally, even when I have games that, like, I get frustrated with, or I, like... I don't know, I notice something particular that I, like, actively think is, like, a problem or bad about it. Like, I played Obra Dinn with my friend, and I felt like a lot of the puzzles were, like, poorly done. Or, like, I felt like certain puzzles were just, like... I just didn't... I was like, I feel like you needed to give the player a lot more. Which is generally a side effect of puzzle-heavy games, is that there will be puzzles that people don't understand, and that's kind of just how it works, sort of. But even then, like, sort of afterwards, I was like... I was really frustrated after the first play session, and then afterward, I kind of just, like, played it, I vibed. It's pretty good. I would say overall it's a very good game that's worth playing, but... It's very likely, if you get frustrated with puzzles, that you will get frustrated. I feel like some of them are very unintuitive. But the enjoyment factor comes down to me. So I played it again, and then I had a lot of fun. Kunaru, welcome. I think that's a follower on Twitch. Oh, wait, whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! What the...
It's done. It's just one large-scale HRA.
Is that...
It's an easy choice, no choice.
Gonna watch from a distance. Welcome, person who just followed. Thank you so much for the follow.
Most important thing.
You should check my 7TV emotes if you have it.
There inside. Locked in. Ready to be blown away. And down.
Wait, how you know my music alias?
Ready for the journey?
I don't know. I just said your name. Did I say it incorrectly?
The people flying into the funnel. Ready to see.
I think we found an Easter egg.
To understand.
My Twitch name is QNaru. Yeah, that's the name that comes up. Did I say something else? So I don't really understand what happened in that recording. I think it's implied Darling was making a big HRA or something? Oh, he said Kunaru. Oh, I see. So I just, like, pronounced it incorrectly. Don't worry, that was completely unintentional. I mean, I'm a time mage, and I have time magic, which means that I just know things. So we've actually already had this conversation. This is the second time we're having this conversation. That's why I said it. I actually did it to spook you. Because the first timeline we went down, you were unimpressed and you left immediately, but now you're gonna, like, stay for a bit longer. So that's cool. We fixed it. We fixed the timeline. Also, sorry, Rants from YouTube says, critiques a lot of the time are personal taste. It's okay to have opinions or even think something is bad. Just have respect to other people's opinions. Problem comes when you spend too much time trying to prove people's opinions wrong so that you feel smart. Yeah, so the thing is, I think it's okay to, like, disagree with someone's personal opinion. And why is my life so poopy? I don't know. There's only so much I can do as a time mage, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I think it's okay to disagree with people. And also, like, I don't know, maybe being disrespectful in general is just kind of, like, not very cool. Maybe that's just not something that you want to do. I don't know. It's like, it's on a personal basis, so I don't know. But the thing is, like, I think critiques that are from, like, personal opinion, like, this could be a bad take. I don't know. But it's kind of like some people, like, when they present a personal opinion critique, they present it as if it is an objective critique, like, from a professional lens. And then they're, like, clearly not doing that. So, like, that kind of bothers me, I guess, whenever that happens. Oh, I didn't see any of you come in. Oh, there's so many of you. Oh, I was trying to have a moment. I was trying to say things, and just a whole lot of you just, like, came in. And just, you're all lovely. Look at all of you. Look at how great and wonderful all of you are. Oh, jeez. I'm trying to have a thing here where I talk about opinions and stuff, and that's supposed to be really fun, but you guys are really making that super hard for me to do right now. Oh, goodness. Oh, God. Okay. It's important to, try to understand and validate people's opinions to the extent of, like, understanding. You don't necessarily have to agree with it, but I think people, like, kind of, the unfortunate thing is that, like, when you present understanding, and, like, I think this is just the culture of, like, arguments in general, and I don't really, like, get it, why. You know, it's very, I mean, I kind of get it, but I don't know. I guess you could say I disagree with it, or I find it's unfortunate, right? Is that, like, I can understand where you're coming from and then still, like, vehemently disagree with you. Like, which is fine. Also, I'm sorry I missed this. So much power, yet so powerless. I know, right? That's the life of being a time mage. It's unfortunately just the way it is. Yeah, so... But yeah, then there's other cases where it's a matter of, like, fact. And then the unfortunate thing is when, you know, people end up arguing on two different axes. And then it's like, okay, I understand that, like, you had a problem with the camera in, like, X game and that it was really frustrating for you and you had a bad time, but also, like, we think that we tuned the camera so that it was an action game and that the camera mostly worked from, like, the perspective of it being an action game, and we also anticipated that people would use the lock-on function when people tended to not really do that for some reason. So, like, we understand that there are some things to, like, know retroactively that maybe could have been different, or also that, like, we did the best we could at the time, or, like, things like there's all kinds of reasons, right? That it's like, no, it's fine. And I understand that you, like, find it frustrating and stuff, but that doesn't make it, like, objectively bad. I can also, yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to not get memed on by all of the plants this time. Okay, hammer procedures. Oh, damn it. I think that sometimes it takes a lot of energy, so, like, you know. And also, it's, like, less entertaining sometimes. Sometimes you just want to, like, you know, be angry at people, and that's, like, way funnier. It's, like, more entertaining. Game Hammer. Per archival mandates 8.A, this document has been edited to meet the current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. No method for suppressing the item's thaumaturgical effect is yet known. To prevent infection, wear proper safety gloves when handling. The item is a wooden mallet from a High Striker carnival game. A long wooden handle extends from the head. The item infects any organic material with an unknown disease upon making physical contact. The effects of this disease are similar to leprosy, but develop at a much faster rate. Within a matter of days, tissue loss develops in the limbs closest to the point of infection. While the disease itself has not claimed any lives, secondary infection has resulted in numerous deaths. Yikes. It's pretty yikes. Spin rate, fire boost. Pretty good. Turn this on. Boop. Oh, there they are. And we're gonna casually just stay up here. Get rid of all of these jokers. Yolkers. I think another thing to note, by the way, about, like, stating personal opinions, I guess, or something that, like, I kind of, this is just a personal thing that I sort of, like, maybe, like, came to realize, to think about. I don't really know how else to say it. Again, tell me if I'm being, oh my goodness! Tell me if I'm being too preachy, because I can stop at any point in time. I feel kind of bad, because it's like, the bottom line on all of these things is that it's like, I'm just some idiot on the internet. You don't have to listen to what I'm saying. Like, I don't... Oh, what the heck? But it's that sometimes people just, like, don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, let's say that you're like, man, I really like mint chocolate chip ice cream. It's like one of my favorite flavors. I just like it a lot. And then every single time you say that, someone hits you with the, like, it tastes like toothpaste. You're a garbage human being. Never talk to me again. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, I just like mint chocolate chip ice cream, man. Why do you have to, like, every time, there's always one person who's like, that shit tastes like toothpaste. And it's like, it'd be nice to be able to talk about mint chocolate chip ice cream without somebody yelling at me that it tastes like toothpaste. So it's like, sometimes I just don't care. You know what I mean? So, like, sometimes I just go like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, I'm going to choose to not berate people with my personal opinion. And that's okay with me. I just like, they just don't need to hear it. It's not right. Because I would say this about card games a lot of the time. You know what card game I think is terrible? Do you know what card game I actually think is like one of the worst built card games in like the entire universe? And I hate with like a seething passion? That's like kind of a hyperbole. I hope you understand that this is a hyperbole. But I think Weiss Schwarz is like one of the worst card games like ever made. It's actually terrible. Like, I don't understand how anybody like plays that game from a gameplay standpoint. It's so bad. Like, abysmally bad. So, now that we've exited the hot take area, I actually think there's a lot to be said about that game, that it's fairly simplistic in nature, and that does a very, like... It's very good at just going, like, here's the simple effect that everybody will have access to. Here is this other simple effect that everybody will just kind of have access to. But I think that game is awful. So I know a lot of Weiss players. I've told them before that I'm not really interested in playing Weiss, because I don't have fun playing it. But I don't, like, walk up to them every single time they're playing Weiss and go, like, that game sucks, why are you playing it? Because I understand that to some degree they're just playing it because they like it and they're having fun. So it's not... Like, I do have personal arguments, and I think also objective arguments against why Weiss is terrible. You can do literally anything else with your time. Stop playing Weiss Schwarz. But the thing is, like, it also has things that are good going for it, and it also, you know, if you're just having fun doing your thing, why do I need to stop you? Why would I actively choose to ruin someone's day by doing that? So my day's a little bit better? I think I'm good. I think my day's been fine. I don't need to make your day worse to make my day more fine. Which is really funny, because in essence what this argument is doing, in case if you're being particularly, like, critical about what I'm saying, I'm technically undermining people who get angry at people. Like, I'm putting those people down to, like, put myself up. Technically that is a way of, like, looking at what I'm saying. But I kind of, like, actually believe it, so, you know. It's not really explicitly to make people feel bad. I just think that, like, people can afford to be less angry in other people's face about their personal opinion. It's like, don't ruin other people's day, I guess. Like... But no one's perfect, I'm not either. Also, like I said before, it kind of, like, makes it less interesting. Like, if my friend tells me that they like mint chocolate chip, I'm absolutely gonna roast them on the spot, because it's really funny. But I guess there's, like, degrees of familiarity and stuff like that, so... Sorry, so I missed or, like, wasn't reading a bunch of this stuff, so... It's just a normal reaction to be overly defensive on something you're passionate about. More invested and emotional, the more likely people will try to justify their point of view. Yeah, so I actually don't think it's normal to be overly defensive about something you're passionate about. I think that kind of, like, shows a certain degree of insecurity when you can't just, like, be comfortable with the thing you like. I don't need to prove to anybody that I found the camera in, like, in Revengeance bad. Like, I was actively frustrated by that camera, and I will explain to you why I was frustrated. If you don't want to, like, understand that, that's cool, man. I'm just telling you that I had problems with it. Right? So someone's gonna tell me, like, oh, well, you're just bad at action RPGs. It's like, that is discernibly false. But, like, I don't need to tell you that. I just know it's false, so, like, I just don't care. It's like, watch me play Monster Hunter for 2 seconds. You'll know that that is, like, clearly a personal attack that's not actually trying to, like, say anything. It's like a fallacy. It's just a logical fallacy. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have to be defensive about that. So, yeah. Arguing about flavors is absolutely stupid. Yeah, I think people should realize that arguing about flavors also boils down to, like, arguing about personal opinions on, like, art. It goes further than flavors. It goes further than your personal taste in food. It also applies to basically any other subjective media. Most certainly and obviously applicably art. To be honest, I prefer the taste of toothpaste. I think toothpaste tastes good. Don't eat it, though. Lots of people have that insecurity. It's common for people to be attached to their opinions. Yes. You know, now that I'm... Okay, so... Yes, I agree with this. I understand that people are attached to their opinions so that they will... Like, to the point that they will be defensive about them. I am the same way. Like, I understand. I get it. I'm saying that maybe it would be easier for people to say their opinion and maybe we could, like, understand each other better if, like, you didn't need to be so defensive about everything you said. You know what I mean? So I actually had this observation the other day. No, I think you can have opinions. It's just like, you know... Or I guess my solution is to simply not have opinions, and it's like... And thus we get to people having less experiences in their life due to being silenced and not being able to say their opinion. Okay, so really quick, you know what's super funny? So I was watching a video the other day. This, in my opinion, is part of, like, literally why I find that this is a problem. Or, like, part of what bothers me, so to speak. Like, and no other way of saying it. So, in a typical essay argument, the structure of which, or I guess in certain structures, you like have your arguments and your persuasive pieces. At the end, you do something which is called addressing counter-arguments. So, when you write a paper, or an analysis, or an argument of some kind, it's very common for people to, like, have things that are in the back of their head that go, like, okay, but, like, what about this? Did you consider that? Right? Like, that's very common. That's normal. It's also normal for, like, analyses or opinions to, like, be incomplete in general. Right? That just makes sense. So, addressing counter-arguments is, like, the thing you do before the conclusion, just to be like, hey, by the way, I know that, like... Why would anyone have counter-arguments to what I'm saying I'm correct? Hilarious. So, you normally put that at the end, just so you can be like, hey, I know that, like, people might think like this about what I'm saying, but just so you know, like, that's a common misconception or whatever, or it's, like, anything, right? Just, like, I know what my opponent's argument is. Because this is a written media, I will, like, blatantly go out of my way to, like, address that that is a point that they are saying, and I will address the counter-argument. That is literally, like, a thing you do when writing papers. It's part of being persuasive. So, I was watching a Vanguard video, or I guess I wasn't even watching it. My friend technically told me about this, but I thought it was funny about the structure of it. So I was watching an opinion piece on Vanguard, like Cardfight Vanguard, by like a bigger Vanguard YouTuber. And supposedly one of the first things they did was that a common opinion for cards that should be banned in Vanguard are that you should be more skillful and you should play around it. So, like, if I'm going to Supreme Verdict you on turn 4 every single time, maybe don't play every single card out of your hand by turn 4. The unfortunate thing is that having to deal with Supreme Verdict on turn 4 is extremely unfair to some people. So, you know, that's... Or, like, some decks can't play around it. Or some decks do play around it, and it's still frustrating. Like, there's more to it than just going, like, it's a skill issue. You could talk about the axis of it being a skill issue, but you could also address the fact that the cards are broken. Right? So, they started the video with addressing the counter-argument. Do you want to know why they did that? Or my understanding of why they did that? It's because people don't have an attention span. It's like, the entire video, they're just going to be thinking, like, it's a skill issue. It's a skill issue, you need to play around it. It's a skill issue, play around it. Play around the card, it's a skill issue. And I'm like, where are we now that we're addressing counter-arguments before we even said our argument? I thought this was hysterical. And it's like, it's actually a pretty common thing for people to do. It's a pretty common thing for people to do on YouTube, is to address the counter-argument first, and then do your thing. It's because people will be mauling the entire time until you address the counter-argument. And I'm like, wow, that's bizarre. It's probably very true. And again, this isn't like a fact or anything, it's just my observation of, like, this one thing. I just thought it was, like, hilarious. So yeah. Sorry, I was wandering around a bit and then I didn't actually look for the stuff. So, we're looking for things in central research. So, yeah. We talking about countering the counter to our counter arguments? No, I don't think so. Also, welcome, Luca. No, we were just talking about how the attention span on YouTube is very low. So you need to tell people to screw off at the start of the video, not at halfway point. I do feel there's a certain comfort in convincing yourself. Your opinions around when facts make you feel validated for not liking something, people are into. Humans are smart even when not conscious about it. That pistol is rad. Yeah, this is the... So, the pistol can shift into a bunch of different things. And I'm currently basically using the sniper mod. So, like, I can shoot, like, infinite distance, basically. As opposed to this, that I think has... Like, probably doesn't shoot as well at a distance. But it, like, shifts around. So I'm using the sniper and the pistol. There's also a shotgun and a spin. There's a rapid-fire mode, like machine gun mode. There's also a rocket launcher mode that I don't have. Yeah. Oh, I just realized you're floating. Synchronicity. I'll have to look at that. So I've already been here. Sorry, so, I was kind of, like, listlessly looking for the stuff, but I do need to find a couple of mold hosts here. Reminds me of a pistol I've been trying to brainstorm as all. Glad to see a similar concept validated. I see. Yeah, I would like to mention, by the way, so, like, as much as we're invalidating people who want their counter-argument immediately, what's it called? Validated. So, let's try to understand for a second why it would be frustrating for somebody to, like, have to listen to an entire video until their counter-argument is validated. It's because YouTube is an entertainment platform, and sometimes, like, you don't want to have to listen to the entire video if you feel like the entire argument can be surmised into, like, this thing that they don't actually end up saying. So, like, it makes sense that it's a faster-paced entertainment thing that needs to be addressed immediately. Like, that actually makes a lot of sense. I'm just saying it's like hilarious and sort of annoying that that's like so present and it makes so much sense. Anyways, hope I made sense. Brain's a little fried. I'm tired. Hello, how are you? Apent. Do I call you double A? Can I call you double A? Is that cool? I don't know. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Oh, jeez. You came out of nowhere. Okay. That was terrifying. I don't know what to do in this room, by the way. There's supposedly, I would imagine, some kind of hint in here or something. But, I don't know what to do. What you're supposed to do. I imagine that's not the answer. It's more of a tangent, but there's an argument model for essay writing and formal writing. You basically limit your argument before making it to reduce the number of counter arguments. Interesting. I did not know that. So you'd basically... So that's actually interesting. That does mirror more what, like, this would be. Where they, like, lead on basically their premise, or, like, their main point. And then they... Right, from there, they address the counter-argument immediately, then continue to do the rest of what they're writing about. So that's more similar to this structure that I'm talking about. Okay, we're going to parapsychology next, I think. Man, it is already hot in my room and it's only been an hour. Jeez. The circulation in here is not good. I like when people... Oh, I guess, like, for some reason I interpreted this as partly sarcastic. But, yeah, if people put it in, like, a written form, so it's like, hey, just so you're aware, like, I know these, and these things, just so you know, right? Or, like, addressing it in writing, or, like, I address that, like, a little bit later, or something like that. Like, maybe that's, like, a style that works for some people. How's this game? It looks really fun. Control has been spectacular. I've had a lot of fun with it. Nothing, like, has bothered me about it, if that makes sense. It's all just been quite dandy and nice and fun, and I've enjoyed it. So I don't... It's kind of what I got for you. Been really fun. Been nice and fun and interesting. Also, sometimes addressing counter-arguments makes for a pretty good hook. Yeah, so if what you're trying to do is, like... It's more like there's a main opinion and you're, like, contradicting the main opinion, so you use that as, like, your argument hook. Part of me wants to, like... Part of me wants to be like, we don't have to, like, always be comparative in nature, but I get where you're coming from. It's like your opening statement can have somebody interested if it's, like, a reasonable enough, or it's a counter argument with enough basis that, like, it makes people interested in what you're saying. Or it makes them mad. I think that also is maybe, like, part of what it does. Beyond. But yeah, this is a very, very long tangent. Basically, the first thing I said was, like, I'll be very clear when I'm trying to state a more, like, objective opinion. which might still, again, like, boil down to being an opinion, or, right, might be like a heuristic that I know. Is basically what, like, the basis for what I'm saying is like a heuristic, right? So, like, a heuristic, for example, of designing a puzzle, big knowledge, huge knowledge dump, right? The heuristic for puzzles is that if you require if you require too much outside knowledge to get a puzzle, it's not really fair. So what's really funny about that is that we're really tempted to do those a lot because they're like in-jokes. So if I said something, what's like an in-joke? I don't even know what an in-joke would be for like this stream, which is really funny. What's a good one? Do we have any good ones that are like particular? Oh, the pot. So if I told somebody to go to the pot, you know what I mean? Let's frame this as if this is like an expectation that I have of you to do something. So I'm going to say go to the pot to a new viewer, and then they'll be like, I don't know what that is. Right? They might know what a pot is, almost certainly. It could maybe even be argued, right? But anyways, let's just say like they don't know the significance of the pot, why they're getting sent there, or what they need to do, right? It's like it'll be confusing for someone to actually do that then, because they don't get it, right? That's very frequently why people have problems with like puzzle games. For example, crosswords are a great example of terrible puzzles that actually suck under this heuristic, right? So if I told you that I need you to name a 6-letter word that means X thing, the problem is that you need to know that. You just need to know what it is, right? I didn't help you get that answer at all. I didn't train you to do that answer, right? You just had to know what that was. Now, an interesting thing is that people would say, well, how are people in action games even supposed to know where to go? The answer is, we use things from real life. So people generally know how to navigate signs, because that's just like a matter of real life that you need to know sometimes. And generally, since this is a game that's more tuned to like I'm not going to say adult, but older audience, we can assume that people can read a sign to know where to go. So we'll put a sign. If I want to give you a sign that's more indicative of something I taught you, we know that Control, basically the entire game, has taught us that red is spooky and something's going on. So whenever we see red, we can assume we're approaching danger. Interestingly, I think at the start of this section, before we did things, like, I think when we started, like, this area, before we claimed the control point, I think the first thing you walk into is, like, all of this is blocked off and, like, red. I'm not sure if they put in front of you as red, or if they put the corridor light coming in as red. Because that would point you towards this, right? So, like, you know, there are certain heuristics. Which is generally why, like, traditional puzzles, like word puzzles, puns, stuff, they're good for, like, if you get them. But they're not good if you go, like, alright, I need you to understand this to progress in the game. Because they won't understand it, and then you'll lose, like, 40% of the players playing at that point in time. So, good job. Congratulations. I found about, like, 8 of those puzzles in Oberdin, where I felt like the game did not preempt me on how to solve the puzzle, and I got very frustrated. That is why I had some issues with Oberdin, because I knew that it denied me certain heuristics that I feel like should have been there. And I was vocal in saying that to my friend. And they were like, oh, well, maybe you could have figured it out. And it's like, No, I don't expect players to know German. Why would you expect a player to just know German? Like, I don't... What? That kills me, dude. Damn, that man was just chilling, dude. Yeah, and then they took a bullet to the skull. What is this? Oh, jeez. I think we read this, but holy moly. I forgot that that existed. Okay, sorry. Don't know German? Skill issue. Yeah, I know, right? That's basically, like, as simple as I can put it. Incidentally, the solution to that puzzle did not require you to know German, but the problem is that if the other solution wasn't very clear and you had to get to it by knowing German, it's, like, questionable. Okay, darling here, some of you were curious why I had the sensory deprivation takes installed. I thought I'd shed some light on the subject. Maybe some of you have heard of Dr. Yoshimi Tokui, the man behind the hugely popular guided imagery experience tapes. Apparently his tapes go beyond the normal meditative qualities of such things, but create genuine hallucinatory visions, and some listeners or reports say. We brought these tanks into test the tapes ourselves. Plus, there was some stress-relieving uses for the staff down the road. I think we could all benefit from some time in the dark and closed space, don't you? If you have any questions, feel free to stop by my office. You know where it is. Okay. Didn't read the other one yet, but... sorry. For anyone curious, the argument model is called the Toolman method. One thing I love is when they build expectations and then shatter them, make players think one thing, then hit them with a skill. Right, so that could be different. Right. But, I mean, you know. It's a very important thing to know about rules is when to break them. Right? So these, like, you know, a heuristic is basically like a commonly accepted rule that you just kind of, like, do because you know it's correct. For the most part. Like, generally giving the player agency is just correct. You should, as much as possible, give the player agency. Because otherwise they will be frustrated. Generally. Interestingly enough, this is also why people don't really like MCs that they can't project themselves onto. Because the essence is that what the player is saying is taking away agency from how you would react to something, which is kind of why people don't actually like well-fleshed-out characters in video games. Because technically, what the character is saying, if you don't agree with, takes away agency from you. Which is funny. Just so you're all aware. I think people complain about unfleshed out characters in video games a lot, and it's interesting because it's like, no, people actually just don't really like. They just, like, don't. Heuristic, right? It's a rule. It's not a hard rule, but it's something to consider, right? It's I think also part of why some people didn't like Last of Us 2, because they didn't want to play as the bad guy, because it breaks a heuristic. But it's okay. It's fine. That's also why I say some people and could be. It's not like an absolute, right? What if we want people to listen to our story we spent 5 minutes, 5 hours working on? I think Genshin should allow us to skip cutscenes. If Genshin let me skip cutscenes, then I would play it. But they do not let you skip cutscenes. And quite frankly, I understand that the Genshin story has some pretty good memes in it, and that's great, and I'm glad people enjoy them. I do not care, though, and would like to go to shooting things with Ganyu. That is why I play Genshin. I do not want to play Genshin to listen to Paimon make the rations joke like 5 times. Please, for the love of God, let me skip the story. I don't care. Okay, we need to go to the Ritual Division. Which is a fair bit away. My Call of Duty ripoff will never succeed. Damn. Where the heck is the ritual division? I don't actually know how to get there, so I'm gonna take a control point. Hello, Blaze. Welcome. How are you doing today? Hopefully your day is treating you well. I hope my random spewings haven't been too, like, egregious for people. As much as I'm saying you shouldn't say things in hyperbole that make people mad, I've been doing that a lot, so. It's good, Blaze. Good to hear. We're just doing a side quest where we're chasing around mold people as I rant about the world. And talk about heuristics. Yeah, I was trying to remember. So yeah, okay. I keep getting, like, random spewings. Very well put. Yeah, so, like, I'll make it pretty clear, I think, when I'm trying to make more of a sound argument. Otherwise, it might just be me complaining. And the thing is, you complaining personally about your thing is totally valid. It's just not... maybe not exactly a thing. Also, your personal opinion could be indicative of something that is objectively true, but you're not explaining, which is fine too. Oh. Also, just because something isn't objectively true doesn't mean that, like, it's not true to you, which is also a thing. Important to know. It's, like, objectively true enough to you, I guess. And in case of Last of Us 2, one thing about writing, especially if you're doing professionally, is about knowing your audience. I feel like the blowback is writers not taking account how much people like Joel. So here's the interesting thing about that is that yes, I think that is true. Rants. Like, I think addressing why one thing was successful and then, you know, doing that again is some of, like, the things that people say about that game, which is true to an extent, right? But I think I think really importantly, the higher level principle there is that, like, it's really tough to give people an abrasive story in general because it inherently takes away from how, like, the player feels about something. I assume they did that because people liked Joel and it would hit them hard. I think that's definitely what they were thinking. Right? Okay, I think I would be led to believe that there's a mold person in the mirror somewhere. Just don't know where they would be. Oh, wait. There's another one. Oh, there isn't. I thought I turned on a red one there, so I'd turn on a red one there. But yeah. It's really funny. So I talked about breaking rules, right? So technically, what would feel the most, you know, egregious to somebody, you know, what feels egregious to somebody, right, is somebody, like, you know, pinning you down and killing a loved one, right? So a good way to represent that is to take away player agency. But also, that's pretty egregious, and why would you make them feel that? Right? So that's, you know, maybe wouldn't have been my choice. You know? Maybe. But does that mean there's no value in the game? Probably not. I haven't played it, so... I think I was gonna play it with a friend of mine, but then the state of the world did not permit me to do that for a while. Okay, I'm looking for mold. Mold in here. Oh, moldy boy. I think there's one last one now. We're looking for one more mold person. That man really decided, fuck it, I'm gonna use a whole ass grenade launcher on this lady. Yeah, so they have the like riot suit people who just like are super they do be rioting. They do be wildin'. Okay, this feels like an AWE or like an altered object. I'm gonna come back to this because I want to finish the side quest first, but we'll make a note of this. Okay, we went to the synchronicity lab. We went to the main area. I think we didn't go off to the right here. And I think we also went into protective studies. Oh, I think we didn't go into the HRA lab, actually. So maybe we'll go in there. Well, that is correct. A lot of issues with Last of Us 2 Joel included was issues of player expectation, as well as wants of the fan base being very different from the wants of the writers. Yeah, so, like, here's the thing where I go, like, it's totally valid for people to, like, say, oh, I wanted a thing, and to have, like, not really, like, gotten that thing, right? Because, like, if you want a thing, like, you want a thing, right? You know, like, it doesn't have to be more complicated than, like, I had an expectation, and you did not give me the expectation. However, comma, this is where I would go, to me, I think it's important to be fine having my expectations not be met. And that is just okay. Get rid of some of these dupes. Oh, also, I can upgrade this. Firewall aiming. I don't know if this modifier is somehow different, because it's worse than this mod. I don't know if this increases or, like, makes it better. They stack, like, multiplicatively with each other instead of additively or something like that. Because they're two different modifier types, but we're going to try doing this for now and see how it goes. So yeah, it's interesting because I do think when the first way you did something was, like, so strong and powerful, right? And then to, like, not do that again is, like, definitely pretty, like, sus. Don't really know how else to say it, but it's kind of sus. Okay, we're looking for mold guy. But that's why, like, this is why I preempted a lot of this, because we're still kind of on this tangent, so to speak. But this is why I preempted this by saying, like, there's multiple perspectives you can take on this. You could go, alright, well, I bought this game, it's not really, like, what I wanted, but, like, I can try and enjoy it as much as I can. Right? And then there's the other perspective where you can go, like, this game could have been different, it could have been changed. I think this is the reasons why it could have been different and could have been changed. But also, I'm not going to let that, like, ruin my experience. Right? So it's... You can think about it in a few different ways. Okay. So we went full circle. We still need one from the ritual division. Like, for example... I think a really good example of this, by the way, to make it more personal now, is that, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think most of the time when people see a thumbnail of me, their first comment is, oh, it's not a cute girl, damn it. if we want to talk about expectations not being met. You know. And I think that, to an extent, certain people who wanted that experience don't get that experience. But I also think that people who stick around, you know what I mean, and find some amount of value out of my content, you know, get something different. And that's okay. But the thing is, I also think that, you know, I think certain people who like VTubers like them for a very specific reason. So, you know, that is okay too. Ooh, moldy boy. Nice.
That's the last one.
I think we also haven't been in here. We have a lot of case files to read, but I've kind of been on a tear with all the tangents. That's a problem. They were making the mother of all omelets, Flaris. Can't fret over every egg. Standing here. So I actually saw a, it was like a GIF or small video of, like a, you know, of a particularly, like, promiscuous nature or, like, lewd nature, and I was like, alright, I'm on board, I'm watching this, I'll watch it. I'm here for it. And then I was like, wait, this seems kind of sus, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm kind of suspicious about this video happening right now. I was like, am I gonna get turned into the mother of all omelets? And then I had the expectation of that happening, and then it happened. It was great. I was like, yes! I got Armstrong. Let's go. Pretty funny. I was not disappointed. In fact, all of my expectations were met, and it was great. I wanted to go back to that place in the Luck Division, I think. I think it was at the end of this hallway. So we're going to go back to that. We're going to talk to Underhill, I think, after that. So we were in here. I'm assuming something in here is going to tell me about stuff. You know what I'm going to do, actually? Before I do that, let's do a few of the unreads so that I can just make sure I'm reading the right unread for this room specifically. Okay. Dr. Yoshimi, a Japanese citizen residing in Tokyo, has produced a series of guided imagery experiences, audio recordings that have gained notable popularity around the globe due to his unusually swift rise in fame, along with reports of vivid redacted accompanying the use of his tapes. Investigation sector staff were asked to look into him. We found no past incident with an altered occurrence, nor any evidence of involvement with an altered organization. However, agents that attended a signing event reported redacted when hearing Dr. Toki speak. We recommend that the research team obtain an audio recording of Dr. Toki's voice and perform any and all relevant analyses. Based on the findings, the investigation sector will determine next steps regarding Dr. Toki and as well as his eligibility for the Prime Candidate Program. Whoa. That's cool. Honestly, I don't know if it's the meme factor, but Metal Gear Solid Revengeance is like... seems like an actually good game. Like, it was unapologetic for what it set out to do, and it's just a meme. Yeah, it's... I really like how extra they went, you know what I mean? They were just like, Raiden said like every cheesy thing in the book. I was telling this to a friend, which again, like, you know, it's kind of like hard to say in the retroactive because you go like, you kind of like, how do you say it? It's hard to say it retroactively because you're like, no, you didn't call it. You didn't fully call it. Like, it's fine, right? But when Raiden was given Sam's sword, in my head, I called the "this isn't my sword" line. I didn't say it, though. I didn't say it. Like, in my head, I was like, but that's not his sword, right? Like, that's what I thought. And I was like, no, it would have been so good if I called it. No. I was so sad. I was so sad I didn't call it out loud. So, you know. Adios. Yeah. He literally says every cheesy thing. It's great. Yeah, I think humor is a good way to be able to touch on those points, which is, again, sometimes why humor is good. Okay, so, OCD, hoarding, anxiety disorders. While certain manifestations of these conditions are simply the results of mental illness, sometimes the individuals are simply performing redacted called rituals. Interesting. The redacted of rituals can vary. Numerology, dream logic, forfeiture, verbal formulae, repetitive action, and causal tethering are just some of the procedures involved. Some rituals are consistent, such as pulling the light switch cord 3 times to enter the motel, but some are erratic. While most people engage in minor rituals every day, the vast majority do not understand the importance behind their actions. Avoiding disaster, amassing luck, or simply locating lost keys are all results of daily rituals. Individuals who recognize a deeper meaning behind these compulsive actions are inherently aware of the paranatural world and, when located, should be considered for employment at the Bureau. That's really funny. So they do this a lot in this game where they're like, hey, this thing that was like, it's like pseudo-conspiracy-like in nature, which is, again, kind of the point, because you're like, you're literally in the place where you're like, you thought that toaster was like laughing at you? Nah, dude, you're crazy. By the way, we're gonna have to take that toaster from you and like put it away. Don't worry about it. We'll give you a non-talking toaster. Not that the toaster talked to you, but we're gonna take this away now. Right? Like, that's kind of the tone of the game. So I find it really funny when they do these kinds of things where it's like, you know, not to make light of people's mental illness, of course, but like, could you imagine certain people who have like OCD compulsions that save like places from earthquakes or something because they're like communicating with the paranatural? That is like hilarious to like think about, because that's literally what they're implying. Like, it's not, you know, like I said, like OCD is like incredibly crippling for people, but like just the Bureau being like, no, this is really, really good. We need to get those people. They are literally saving lives. We need to find these people. Okay. Synchronicity is a phenomenon long recognized by the wise, but only recently given name by science. It's how we rationalize events connected by no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in a physical plane? How do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at the result. Again, this is, like the other kind of thing where it's like, no, but the paranatural war in this game. The vision I call young laid the road, now I must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably redacted behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. Refer to redacted for the full report. Interesting. Okay, so we read all that. So that's clear. One correspondence not read. Carla file received. Thank you for the file. It was very helpful. I've re-archived it with the BlackRock research in case you need to refer to them again. Yes, the video shoots are always interesting. I expect my ability for those to decrease in the future. However, my analysis of this newly discovered BlackRock variant is reaching a critical point. I hope you'll be able to attend them still. Darling seems to be under a lot of pressure lately, and I'm sure he would appreciate any support you can provide. Regarding the analysis you provided, I do not have any questions. Thank you for the expeditious... Okay, I did say that right. The expeditious delivery. Regards, Carla Vaughn. Okay. Okay. Reason we read all that stuff was so that when we pick up papers in this room, it actually tells us what the paper is. I didn't want to have, like, 70 unreads. Ooh, what was that? Okay, so this turned on a light. So again, like, we can try breaking it down. I'm assuming that this area is a puzzle area. Because there's a bunch of switches. They're telling me where all the switches are. And we'll see what we can learn. So, these all seem to be on-off switches. I don't know what it's turning on. Because I'm pressing like a cup, and it's turning it on. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, maybe... No, man, it's just an area to trap ghosts, clearly. So I see that there's a thing on the wall. We'll get to that. I'm assuming that since this is in the center of the room, it has something to do with the final solution, so we won't start here. There's a case file, so there's our hint. It's another case file? No, it is a light. Okay. Yeah, apparently gambling. So 1, 2, 3, 4 switches. 4 switches, a visual hint, and I think this should be a hint. Okay. Lucky item manifest. Bronze koi fish china attracts abundance and wealth. Feng shui. Horseshoe island wards off evil. Heals up allows luck to be kept. Heals down, luck flows outward. Maneki neko. Beckoning cat used in shops. Paws held up to beckon customers, creating luck for the business owner. Touching the cup turns on the lamp. Clearly this is one of those links the paper was talking about. Oh, I guess so, maybe. Maybe, like, actually unironically. Elephant. Protection, good luck, wisdom. Feng shui. Or feng shui, I think. Light bulb, various. Documented. Gambling rituals indicate luck is produced when all lights in the room are turned on. Effects of items to be tested. Consider investigating the orientation of the horseshoe. Also, consider positioning of feng shui objects. Proximity of luck items may influence luck readings. For more information on ritual use, lucky actions performed. Okay, so I think I understand what this means. So there were a bunch of these in the other room, right? All lights on means good luck. So I'm going to start by turning all the lights on. It also said that the cat paws should be up and the horseshoes should be turned in a certain way. Currently all the lights are on. I would also like to mention that generally, as funny as it is that I'm like reading everything, generally players don't read things. Just saying. Just putting it out there. So written hits are ineffective 90% of the time. What was I looking at? It was located manifest. Okay. Let's go. The horseshoe heals up. So, interestingly here, right? I don't know which side the heel is of the horseshoe. Why would you read? Reading is what nerds do. But yeah, so, again, I don't know which side is the heel of the horseshoe. It's technically like outside information. But I don't... It's a 50-50. Okay. So the empty side is not the heel. Yeah, we can look that up, maybe. Oh, hey. So again, this is what I was saying. So they don't actually expect me to know. They don't expect me to know. They gave it to me. All right. So let's follow what they're telling us. Damn. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. So smart. Very smart. Okay. Okay, what is this? Is this a light? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, was there another horseshoe that I had to change? To flip? Okay, up. Oh, up beckons people in. So I think this is correct. I wish I could, like, bookmark it or something, because I'm gonna have to look at it a bunch of times. Okay. Okay. So, heels up, the Neko, paw held up to beckon customers, creating... So, I wonder if that means it should be off, actually. Okay, four-leaf, clover, rare plant variation connection to druidic healing rituals. Elfin protection, good luck. Light bulbs. So I wonder if that means I should take the four-leaf clover or I shouldn't take the four-leaf clover. Is there anything that tells me here what I should do? I'm gonna assume that this should just be up. Which reminds me of a neat game called Mastermind. Basically, it's two-player and there are a bunch of colored balls. One player makes a combo of the balls. The other player has to guess the combination. And you are given hints on how close you are to the combo. Yeah. So... I think I remember that game. Let's keep going. I have to keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Okay, koi attracts abundance and wealth. And the elephant is protection and good luck. Beckoning. So I think we should take the four-leaf clover. I'm gonna take the four-leaf clover because it's lucky. I'm not sure how, if, like, this being on would help us or not, because this is kind of on its side. So I don't know about that. With this. So I can't bring the elephant with me. Maybe I should just turn it on. Turn this on. Can I bring this with me? Oh, we can bring it with us. Oh boy. You know me. Alright, we need to have it as close as possible for the utmost luck. Okay. Okay, so... Oh, they also gave us this. Fish within 2 feet. I think we did it. Okay, maybe like that. Horseshoe is a question mark, so we turn it on. We do want the lights to be on. We do want the four-leaf clover. The cat is a question mark. The elephant is a question mark. And the horseshoe is a question mark. So we know from the horseshoe that we want it to be up. We did that. These are unknown. I currently have it on and off. For the cat, they said the paw being held up beckons players or beckons people in. I don't know if that means it should be waving or not, or just held up. I also don't know if knocking on the elephant is good or bad. So, okay. Do not go in the red space. Stay outside of the red space. So can I... do I... What? Ooh. Hello? What? Oh! Four-leaf clover goes there. says 4. That doesn't seem very lucky. I agree. Okay, what about this? Okay, we can't actually do anything. Okay, so we put the clover, we turn on all the lights. Okay, so we just added the clover, so let's see if this is correct or not. That didn't seem correct. Okay. Let's try turning the elephant off. That doesn't seem very lucky. Also, I just realized that it tells me the result there. So we got a 5. I think we're looking for 7. 5, 6, 7 here. So I wonder if this is telling me how many are correct. Because we added the, it was 4. And we turned that off, so okay. Let me try turning the cat on and seeing if it goes up or down. We did it! We did it! We did it! We got something. I think it was a suit. And then we got ability points. Look at how smart we are. We're so smart. We're very smart. Yeah, so I'm assuming if I got any of these conditions incorrectly, it would roll a worse number. So if this, for example, was like over there, I think this would roll a 6. See? Yeah. So the amount of conditions we have correct is what it rolled. Right? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we were outside. The fish was in there. The thing was set correctly, and all these were set correctly. So for example, if I do this, they do not step away from the table. I expect 5. Yes. Alright. Very cool. Very, very cool. Now, mind you, this puzzle did require you to read the thing, but it was very cool. I also would like to think that the game has pretty actively trained you to read documents. That's kind of like the... It's like the crux of the game, right? So... Also, they gave us a lot of visual indicators. I was particularly impressed that they did this. So, like, generally people understand green good, red bad. So, that would have worked without reading. Okay, so let's go talk to Underhill. Ooh, also, I think I got a suit, so I want to see what the suit is. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna not deal with any of this. Thank you. I will pass on that. Also, yeah, sorry, as Luca pointed out, lucky number 7. We were big 7 energy. Let's go talk to Underhill first, and then we'll quick travel to put on the new suit. Ow. Oh, wow. I immediately died. Teams, do you have a moment? Yes. That's actually what the one that just appeared did as well, Luca. Okay, let me see, can I... Okay, we should maybe level up. I think the thing that I was going for was, launch stuff. kind of wanted to see if I could make launch better. Because making the melee do more damage looks like it'll be good too, but... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's do this. Let's give myself some more launch strength. Okay. No, we don't have any anymore. I guess I could... Oh, hold on a second. Let me see if I can make some astral construct stuff. I do want to upgrade the grip. And probably the shatter. So I don't know where to get remote thoughts. I think that's in the maintenance area. If I'm remembering correctly, I think that is in the maintenance area. But let's go talk to Underhill, and I want to also... This is the wrong way. I want to see what the suit is. It said like golden suit, so I'm really excited for whatever that is. Oh wait, what am I doing? I can fast travel there, I think. Okay. Underhill. Took care of the mold people. Mold people are gone now. Do I get a cookie yet?
I'm feeling a bit hungry. You hungry, Steve?
I found the hosts. They won't be spreading any more mold.
Well done.
Thank you.
I'll send burn teams to sanitize the location.
Thank you.
I'm beginning to wonder if these hosts are originating outside the threshold in independent patches of mold growth.
Gross.
You don't sound very optimistic.
Optimism is for farmers, as my mother always said.
Bruh. What?
I suppose you can now return to that hiss business you all seem so concerned about.
This woman has some incredible tunnel vision.
Consecutive kill boosts and
Thanks for the
blip or
information.
something.
My pleasure.
Okay, so I think we finished the Underhill quest. Which is good. Now we can equip our golden suit. I think there were a couple of other places I wanted to check. Or maybe we want to get on the main quest again. Yeah, I suppose that was their implication, boy. Oh my god. Okay, I want to equip the golden suit. Golden suit. Golden suit. I'm gonna be extra lucky in my golden suit. Those teeth are creepy, man. I don't know why faces weird me out in video games. Uncanny Valley? Oh, I actually didn't see. Was it the ones on Underhill? Maybe some of the face motions look a little sus. A little weird. Alright. Golden suit time. Alright, check me out. Bam! Ooh, look at me! I'm golden. Look at how lucky I am. It actually feels kind of weird to wear it, but like maybe we'll wear it for the rest of the stream. Yeah, I look dapper. Look at me. Underhill's teeth were just wait. Or just what? Yeah.
Fuck if they're in there and we go around that way.
Okay. What do we do next? I think we're we could do more main quest, or we could side quest. Let's start the next main quest section. And maybe we'll find a good stopping point. So, prime candidate is in containment. Go containment. We are very golden. I wonder if the outfit, like, raises my drop chance or something by, like, 0.1%. That'd be really funny. A prime candidate is in the next area. He is over here. Okay, I think we actively did not go in here yet. I think we ended here. And then we went to do some side quests this time. So let's...
New prime candidates.
Ooh.
The Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6 and P7.
Okay. Would you like to keep talking at me? No? Okay. So we've got some friends. Do we have friends? When? Oh no. Okay. No! I got caught on the thing. Seems to not really be doing damage to me though, which is nice. Okay, just getting to do damage. Nice collateral there. Oh, we got a remote thought. Nice. Oh, what the... Sheesh. Watch out, there's guy in chair. He's gonna throw stuff at you. I do really like, though, how they addressed, like, you know... They addressed the enemy type in the, in the thing. Because they did basically say, like, we took people who were not fully able and turned them into espers. Or at least the hiss turned them into espers. And it's like, oh, cool. Interesting. The heck is this, man? New Age architects going a little crazy? Yeah, maybe. Oh, what is this? Case file? Bright Falls Supplement. Alice Wake, Mr. Wake's wife. Oh, this is from the Alan Wake stuff. Was found during the Bureau investigation. She was interviewed and evaluated. She showed signs of severe mental trauma in the form of redacted memory loss. She was later directed to treatment. It was concluded that she had been trapped in the threshold during its manifestation. Notable individuals still missing after the Bright Falls event are FBI spatial agent Robert Nightingale and Dr. Emil Hartman. Bureau researchers believe this event was the result of a forceful perception of subjective reality stemming from Mr. Wake, overlapping on our own. Wake has been flagged as a potential para-utilitarian. Interesting. In 2011, a book by Clay Stewart titled The Alan Wake Files was published by Roundabout Press. Agents interviewed Clay Stewart and suspected minor utilitarian sensitivity. He was placed under indefinite surveillance. A monitoring station was established at Cauldron Lake to alert the Bureau of any future activity. Interesting! So, Alan Wake done by the same people. They continue to make references about how it's an AWE, which is really, really funny. Because I'm fairly certain when you're playing the game, it's obviously, like, not... Like, The FBC is not really mentioned or brought up, I think. Okay. So I just want to quickly make sure I explored the entire area here. Ooh, door. Give me something. I'll keep asking for it, as I've asked for the entire thing. Charge blast boost. That sounds really cool. I wonder if I should make the charge or not. Seems like it'd be really powerful. The charge blast boost. We can base boost him. Oh. So, one-way shortcut. Or, both-way shortcut? Brightfall summary. Oh, still more of this. Unconfirmed threshold manifestation at Cauldron Lake. WA resulted in a fictional story written by the author Alan Wake, creating an AWE in reality, which was altered to match that of the story, though only locally and for a limited time. Mr. Kirkland, head of investigations, was alerted on September 13, 2010, by ex-Bureau agent Frank Breaker. See redacted. That an AWE event was taking place in Bright Falls. I actually don't know where WA is. What is that for? Maybe that makes me reveals too much. But I could also just say, because this is true, my geography is just terrible in general. Breaker had received a call from Barry Wheeler. Anything cool happen in the game? We got really lucky. We turned on all of our luck senses. It says Washington under event location. That makes sense. Also same? So what, geography or being really lucky? Okay. Bureau, field team. Later, Alan Wake was believed to a redacted investigator. Eyewitness reports highlight an old light switch, possible object of power that blank was missing. Wake was not found at the scene. Reports claim he dived into the lake, but no body was recovered in the search. Oh, geography, yeah. I'm just bad at, like, remembering random things. Why is this one already on? I don't like it. I don't like that it's already on. Alright, another episode of I Hate It Here. Let's go.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You
Oh no.
can't ace every
Not the
test,
clairvoyance
Meg.
test.
You see, everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP.
Jeez.
Some brains can lift objects like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg?
No interruptions! Oh my goodness, no, they did it! Again, stop!
Who cares if you fail
Ah.
the clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends.
Friends blind?
Once
What?
we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
Stop. Oh god. No. Don't turn them into director, no. What's wrong? Threshold Kids is the hottest show on television. No interruptions, boy.
I don't want
No interruptions.
the big chair.
Oh, that's a big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
Everyone wants the big chair, man!
Oh no.
That's why we're all here.
Oh no.
Use those brains to listen for once.
Oh no.
The only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
Oh no. Oh god. Well, that was extra disturbing. Yeah, Rance, if you weren't here for it, we solved the luck puzzle, so now we have the golden suit. We're very golden and presumably lucky now. So they said P6 and 7 were the interesting ones, so I think we go to those. Did you find the duck? I did not, Etsing. Also, check out our new, check out our new suit. So there were more outfits, Etsing. We solved the lucky puzzle, and now we're all golden. We rolled a 7.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see?
Oh.
It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector.
I like the mirror outfit more, though. Too swag. Yeah. I actually kind of like it, too, but I wanted to wear this for the rest of the stream. Also, yeah, so they were watching me. They already knew I existed. Candidate P7. Oh, there's another outfit. There's a P7 outfit.
All the times I felt paranoid, I was
Yeah.
right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
Interesting. Eastward movement, a cause for concern? I like how they're like, should we be worried about this? They're kind of coming towards us.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan. And
They taped
other
their
kids as well.
therapy session? Bro, what the?
We loved it.
What?
This time, I remember was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted.
Rip, dude.
We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? Yes.
Come on
Nothing
now.
to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues?
There's a reason it's called the FBC.
Did your parents ever share
Yeah.
pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No. That's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
The slide projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures?
Bro.
Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't...
Feels bad, man.
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Because I don't know how to say it, but it's kind of like, you know. I think psychiatrists are trying their best. I think maybe a 4-question line of questioning is maybe a bit much. Seems a little leading. Yeah, where do they... Exactly, Rance. It's like, where do they get this therapist? They seemed a little, you know... Yeah, I know, right? Basically, everything that I've understood about therapists is that they generally just kind of let you talk, and that's, like, the point. Feels bad, man. Doesn't feel like the most supportive therapist. Feels bad, dude. I'm smiling, but in like a I'm smile cringing. That makes sense. Okay.
They studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
I just wanted to... I don't think we went into P6.
I wish things had gone differently in Ordinary for us. But wishing won't change things.
Ordinary.
Finding the projector
Hello.
will.
So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something.
Okay.
And the boy, Dylan Phaeton, prime candidate 6.
Yep.
And the sister as well. Once we catch up with her, but the boy, so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name, but it's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable.
Yeah.
There was an incident.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Nice bow tie? Yeah. He certainly has made himself out to look like a character.
We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys.
Jeez.
He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Roberts got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
Sounds like some pretty high-level copium, Dr. Darling. But, yeah, so I guess, you know. Victim autopsy. Okay. It's a little bit of manslaughter. Boys will be boys. Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, you know. Also compiled by Redacted by order of Redacted. Sheesh. Yeah. It's like, you know. They're so talented. Let's force them to, like, you know, do their talent and stuff. Oh, we push the person with the high level of, you know, psycho potential to, like, yikes. Like, it's like the Dumbledore scene where Harry keeps feeding him the potion. Dumbledore tells him to stop. One more, Professor! Just one more! No! Alright. Agent killed during Redacted involving Redacted, codename P6. Blunt force injuries of the head and neck, excessive trauma to the abdominal region, lacerations and contusions? Concussions? Sounds like a standard EQAO to me. Oh god. Fracture of the spinal cord between L1 and L2. Avulsion. Stop throwing me words I can't read. Avulsion, fracture of the 3rd through 10th ribs, left and right. Blunt force injuries of the extremities. Abrasions, lacerations, and contusions. 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 Oh, it is contusions. Of the extremities. Dislocation of the left and right elbow. Dislocation of the left and right knee. After examination, it was determined that the cause of death was internal bleeding that caused when the redacted was contorted through his redacted. TLDR, man, got fucked. Dude, he got morbed on. Dylan morbed on him. Morbin time. Dylan Morbin timed him. Damn. That's crazy, dude. You morbed on him. Dylan Faden transcript. Note, subject was alone during this outburst. You again. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Why are you showing me this? I can't do anything. Can't you see where I am? Why don't you help me get out of here? You always show me things I can't do anything about. Stop showing me her. I don't care anymore. And I don't care about you. You both left me here to rot. Get out of here, you bitch. I will dig out my own brains if it means getting rid of you. I don't want you here. Get the message. Subject repeated the phrase, fuck off, numerous times before being sedated at 17:53. Yeah. So what's actually interesting is that I think this implies that Polaris actually was like talking. Like, we don't really know how it communicates, but that Polaris may also be with Dylan. It's not actually just with us. It's also with Dylan. Or the both of us are Polaris, or whatever. I don't know. Ooh. Butto. Oh. We won. Blow him. Any more? Ooh, there's a lot of red in there. Transit corridor. I don't know where that is. We're not going to go there yet. Maybe Polaris is not so good after all. Yeah, I mean, like, we don't really know what the motive of Polaris is yet. It is telling us where to go, but, I think it might have been implied that it's, like, doing it for its own purposes. Or, like, Dylan mentioned that, like, the FBC is using you and stuff like that, so, you know, for all we know, Polaris could also be doing the same thing. But our motivations are we would like to save our brother. Because we feel bad. Holosphere, stone-like material, vitrified soil, redacted piece of various sizes and colors, animal carcasses, muscle metal buckets, leather wallet, aged shotgun cartridge. All materials to go to investigation sector for further analysis. The overkill in this game is comical. I love it. Ooh, consecutive. Yeah, they go kabloom when you do stuff. Big kabloomy stuff happens. I was like, why can't I diss that? Oh, it was a weapon mod. Oh no. Silly me. Okay. Consecutive kills boost. And I think we're going over there, by the looks of it. Put me in the red. I would like the red. Oh, that's not the red I was talking about. Come on now, game.
Dylan and I
It'd be nice if there was a way to automatically sell off any mods below a certain level. Yeah, essentially. I missed at least one document. Do you mean in the room or reading it? Like, did I not collect it in one of the rooms? I can go back for it. In one of the rooms up there, okay. We will go back for it. So I would like to read. Like the majority of the time when I do not want to. Okay. Document. Dead dog. I see your creepy teeth delivery and raise you a dead dog. Yeah, like a straight up deceased dog. Had a collar on it and everything. Had been rotting in that box since they packed it up. Go ahead and imagine how that smelled. So don't go whining to me. I wish I got to watch a human parade of teeth. Yikes. I am assuming that has to do with the document we found over there, where it was like the animal remains and stuff to be sent to the investigation sector. Big yabai. Oh. Alright. We're in the red. I'm preparing myself. Ooh. A lot of friends here. Okay, nice. That feels pretty good. We upgraded our launch stuff, so now we have something to do while our gun is reloading. Nice. Ooh. NYC subway. Huh.
We're going back home. Of course we are. It started there, and it's never gone away.
If we didn't do the pill side quest, we wouldn't be able to be in here. Feels good, man. So I wanted to do a couple more of these side rooms. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. But I remember a few, so... Ooh, energy boost. That looks like a good one. Is that a 5 energy boost? Ooh, it is. Very cool. Making sure I'm not missing anything. I want to go back there as well. We got back here. Where are the anime girls? Tell me! Okie dokie. Oh, were those the rooms that killed you with the poison gas? Yeah, so the rooms where you just walk into them and then you, like, take damage? The pill seems to have, like, stopped that. You've always been the anime girl, Flaris. I was looking for myself the entire time.
Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Looking for the other ones, though. I was told there were more. More! More! Sorry, she says something about a control panel, and I don't actually know what I'm looking for. I don't want to go over there. Ow. Ouchie. Wowie. Oh. I cannot go in there. Is the implication then that it just smelled so good that you couldn't stop yourself from eating the mold? Yeah, I wonder if it is implied that it's the mold, because it looks a little different. So we know that at the heart of the mold area, it had that look about it where it's like giving off the gas and stuff. But at the base of the mold area, I think it manifested differently. Wait, that's actually not true. Actually, we've seen the mold spores, you know, not the spores, the sacks, the exploding sacks. We've seen those in those rooms before. So yeah, I guess they're actually just mold rooms and I didn't put that together. I don't know if the implication is that you end up eating the mold and then you're... That's just funny. Maybe it is. I don't know. Just end up eating the mold and becoming a mold person.
Rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Work chat teeth. So this was the one that the other people were complaining about. Guess you just had to inspect an inbound delivery of like 100 teensy tiny little boxes. Me, that's who. And you know what was inside? A single human tooth. Gross. Okay, see that there is a button there. I would like to see the rest of the options. So there's one button. Do we just simply press the button?
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
Something's blocking the way. Since you now think the mold smells bad and don't die in these rooms, that's going to be my headcanon. I mean, like, I think it makes enough sense.
Rotate. Something's blocking it.
Okay, nice. We did it. We're big problem solvers. What is this? Boxes. Oh. Showed me there was a thing in the back there. That's really funny. I wonder why it shows me the thing back there when I'm out here. Is it because it's in here? No? It shows there's an interactable object. Man, I hate exposed machinery. Shit is just scary. With all the warning lights and the clunking. Yeah, I agree. I want to be nowhere near open machinery. I mean, like, I make a lot of jokes about being crushed and stuff, but I think legitimately my torso being crushed between, like, grinding gears and stuff is, like, not what I would like. I'm gonna take a hard pass on that. Oh, red. You're red. You're dead. Oh, I hate that this weapon is not good against this monster. Come at me. Wah. Nice. Don't knock it till you try it. You're right. I'll just go get some gears and, you know, get into it. Maybe it won't actually grind my gears, you know what I mean? Oh, goodness. My eye is itchy. No! Oh, my eye. Oh, it feels so good. Scratch my eye. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, they tell you not to do it. But... okay. Sorry. Boo? Why are you booing? I'm right. Oh, can I not move this because it's a heavy object? Because that'd be really funny. Nope. Huh. Nice. I have a large cranium brainium. My brainium is so large. If you're wondering why my eye is closed, it is because my eye is literally closed. That's really funny. I honestly didn't expect it to track this well. I did the mistake. I scratched my eye. Ooh, ammo efficiency. Wait. 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 Can I equip that? I cannot. Damn it. Be really good if I could. Let's refund ammo. Let's give it a damage mod, maybe. Okay, cool. It's too heavy for your mind. You gotta do more mind curls. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I skipped Mind Day. I know they tell you to not skip Mind Day, but I skipped Mind Day. Ugh. Ugh. My eye. Oh. Okay. I think I can have my eye open now. You see that we must find a thing. Not a thing. Thing? Nope. This one. Skipping Mind Day leads to smooth brain. I'm sorry, my smooth brain, my smooth brain is a little unfixable, unfortunately. I think there's much to do about that one. Okay, I need like 3 more batteries. What the heck? Oh, there's another one. Need 1 more battery? Ooh, another health boost. Where is the other battery? Ooh, there it is. This one, please. Oh my goodness, please give me the battery. Thank you. Up the elevator. Rip terminal smoothness? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. My brain just is like... My brain is just too smooth. Whoa! Oh. Ah. Throw didn't work. Which one? This guy? I mean, he's kind of chunky. Whoa. Sorry, I know that's terrible, but his face looked a little... His face looked a little goofy in default position. No, the brown bald dude that you hit with the enemy first engaged, you only have like an orange health bar. Oh, yeah, some of the enemies are named. Like, they're like a champion monster, basically. So they just have, like, super chunky HP bars. Oh, I was literally standing on a case file. Airplane evaluation order. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of Redacted, Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the Redacted AWE. See case file Redacted for details. It is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector. Brought there through the New York subway tunnel. Special Access Redacted. For more information on the tunnel Redacted and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and Redacted, see file 412-4521. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for Redacted, and initial readings have been taken by a research team, though no altered status has been detected. Yeah. So some of the people are just named. They're a little bit chunkier. Okay, where's this? Oh, hello. Beep beep.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years.
Oh, this was the show that they were talking about. That sometimes talks about conspiracy theories that are, like, in quotes, real. Because,
If they found out, I don't know what would happen. If you found out, brother? The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident. But this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary. This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, Colin. No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said. But that's bullshit. Whoa, please watch the language, Colin. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show. I'm
damn.
sorry. It's just my brother.
We're say-so on this radio show.
Was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone. but
Like
the
me,
town
who is also
there.
very say-so.
It's still there. So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase "there is no salvation" written anywhere?
Good night, I came for another stream of my little night buddy. Hello, Kane.
The same
Welcome.
thing happened in Brazil in 23.
We're playing
A village
Control.
called Fort Verde,
Or,
where 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction, as predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan. Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Bro, he told you to watch their language.
I'm afraid we're gonna have to...
Oh, literally. We have to cut you off.
It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
Yeah. So it was mentioned previously in one of the documents that the FBC actively listens to the to that radio show because people just randomly talk about AWEs. Lying is bad. What do you mean lying? What was I lying about? What did I lie about? I'm not lying about anything. I'm extremely say-so. An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, slide projector, discovered by local children at the dump outside town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projector, the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. On August 30, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, Jesse Faden, 11 years old, to see P7 materials. Oh, they actually recorded... So, okay, this is actually kind of interesting because they were talking about the Prime Candidate program, right? Previously. And the Prime Candidate program is to select the next director, right? So they recorded a bunch of information in Prime Candidate 7, which is us, and we became director. So I wonder if they, like, on purpose, like Jessie could have been found, maybe. I wonder if they just, like, let her be as part of the program itself. So they kept watching her, but they did that, like, on purpose. Like, they didn't want to bring her to the Institute. So that, like, maybe they were, like, looking for a different result or something. Director result. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived on the site on September 14th. The AWE had ended, but the team found the fading children who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews blank and Prime Candidate program files redacted. Like, I know that it says she did escape, but, like, if they were waiting for, like, I don't know how old she is now, like 20-something, right? There's no way they couldn't have just, like, grabbed her or something, you know what I mean?
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world.
Okay, I'll let you hold that thought. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us. But then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. Oh, so that's the dog maybe that died, actually. So they collected a dog carcass in a box. So I think this Neil is a reference to, or the dog is a reference to that Neil person. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slides to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Jesse said we could call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Additional slide designation hand is verified and in bureau possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation dog Neil. Okay, it's interesting because like I swear they did a thing. I don't trust scientists since I obtained knowledge about the SCP Foundation. Yeah, Neil went to the dog dimension, became a dog.
A gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated...
I haven't tuned in for the other streams. Would these two seem wholesome? Are they wholesome? What do you mean by that?
For these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome.
Like, just seems like Rip Psychic Kids can experiment. Yeah.
There's something unique in us.
I mean, you know...
In the conceptual reality with power with our minds.
Supposedly the slide projector gave the main character superpowers.
Necessary evil in this.
Or insane... Like...
A projection.
She calls it Polaris, and basically it's like... It tells us where to go and what to do. Like in our head. It just kind of like tells us what to do. And it's like, oh. Polaris brought you to the Institute. Oh no. That's not good. Hey, did you know that we have a hiss outbreak right now? Don't know if you knew that. Ooh, we have floaty boys. Oop. Yeah, like Jesse and Dylan seem like nice siblings just having fun. And then this organization is like, alright, kids, we're gonna experiment on you now and separate you forever. Yeah, so, we don't know yet. Because, again, like, supposedly the slide projector gave powers and stuff. So we don't actually know, like, I guess they, like, heavily experimented on Dylan, right? But we don't know much else, I guess. After it happened at school to Miss Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Kane, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, but please remember that we're just kind of reading fiction here. I don't want to get into any other kinds of implications here, please. Yeah, Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They have been using the temple slide, we called it that, but really it was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something. Very dark. The not mother lived there with her babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. What the heck? Unconfirmed existence of additional slide. Temple. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity, not mother. Don't worry, you're talking about fictional mad scientists. Okay.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6,
Whoa,
by
that's
Dr.
floating.
Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
Oh, he calls him Casper. Oh.
He never
That's
visits,
cute.
not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault.
Oh, Dylan.
Yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell
Casper. They called him Casper.
Describe the world
Oh.
around
you. A prison.
Poor Dylan.
A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
Mm-hmm. What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
Bro, no.
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Oh.
Can you describe a dog to me?
In Ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper!
Oh.
Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
Oh. Did she die? Yikes. Wait. Hold on a second. I think we have an incident report on Carla. Yikes. That got pretty dark pretty fast. Oh no, we had this. I don't think we have we don't have a book club on them or an incident report. I think she is dead. I think so as well. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, feels bad, man. It sounded like I joined and saw more beams. I love this place. I mean, apparently it's Morbin time. It's Morbin time, so. Welcome, XD. Yeah, so, okay. This is, like, a little interesting to me, because, like, we look at Dylan's state now, and we kind of just assume that, like, it started off bad, right? You know what I mean? Like, it kind of... I feel like we kind of get that vibe. But it sounded like Dylan tried to do something paranatural. He accidentally killed somebody. And then Dr. Darling basically stopped talking to him. Which maybe, like, he projected some kind of, like, you know... relationship, parental, something like that. Right? And then... he just stopped giving it to him. Because they're like, oh, he can kill people. That's bad. We don't know why he can kill people, so you're gonna stay in solitary isolation forever now. And it's like, no. He became sad. Yes, I think that's that sort of sums it up. But also, I understand that, like, they were like, what day is it today? And it's like, I don't know what day it is, right? I actually do wonder, because, like, Carla was the research specialist. So I wonder if they were testing for, like, ESP type things, right? Where they're like, if Dylan just responded with, like, today is Tuesday the 14th, like, you know what I mean? Like, if he just said that out of nowhere, they'd be like, nice, sick, cool, you know? It sounded like he wasn't super on board, and I get that, but I'm just saying that, like, maybe that's what they were trying to do. You can't have super speed without super endurance. Do you know why? I don't know. Why is that? The second slide we call the meadow, but it was really just a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating, with crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then we'd come out. Everything had melted around the projector. Yikes. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it. So, interesting, they actually had the projector for a while, by the sounds of it. Because the user's body will be torn apart because of the speed. Yeah, so, it's funny, I think we had a discussion about superpowers before, but there's like, you know, there's certain implications on don't worry, it just works, which we call, in this wide umbrella, the suspension of disbelief. But one particular one being that if you're a time user, you're kind of also a space user, always to an extent. So, because if I went back in time 5 seconds and didn't also move myself back in time, I wouldn't be standing where I'm standing, assuming that there's a planet with a rotation. So the meadow is the dog dimension. Yeah, the melting dimension. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. Okay. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation meadow. So we also know that a lot of the slides were burned or something. So assumably those are the slides that just don't exist anymore. Ooh. Ooh.
It's all here.
Damn.
Home,
I don't.
School,
it's interesting.
Woods, the dump.
It was really cool. Got a little small replica of our town. The meadow was the melt everything dimension. Oh. Spooky. Oh. Time to destroy the entire town. We have a screechy boy. Ouchie. Ouchie.
We found the slide projector in the dump outside town.
I assume it's also the dimension that turned Neil into a dog, but I suppose that could have been a different one. Yeah, so it's interesting because they said that the dog was melting. So I actually wonder if one dimension turned them into a dog, and then they used the projector to melt everything. And then Neil, who was already turned into a dog, got melted by the meadow dimension.
Not real. They got that right.
That man's name was just a serial number. Maybe that is what their names are. Honestly, I wasn't really checking. I just know that they had names, so I don't.
Last time we talked.
Oh, not this again. Who's ready for the worst psychiatrist sessions you could ever buy?
there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Sane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No!
Bro.
No.
Bro, what?
Dylan's not dead.
Bro.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything.
To be fair to, like, this psychiatrist person, like, Jesse is talking about basically, like, AWEs and stuff.
Polaris caused.
Can't do much worse as a psychiatrist than just brushing off what the patient is trying to say.
Industrial accident,
Yeah.
and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me.
Like I was gonna say, you know, they're not doing the best job. However, would also like to point out that Jesse is, like, actively talking about, like, government conspiracies and stuff. But, again, I'm not an expert. This is not, you know, not an expert at all. Please, you know, grain of salt or something. I think, generally, though, like, you know...
wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something...
They could do it better, I think.
important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
That's a bro moment. That's a bruh moment for me. Yeah, the psychiatrist be like, this bitch crazy. But that's the thing, right, is that to my understanding, it's kind of like, just, you know, doesn't matter, it doesn't actually matter if it's real or not. You're just kind of like, you know, gotta help them. It could be not explicitly real, but it could be very real to them. Not a doctor, by the way. Not a doctor. Okay. Ordinary supplement. Details are allegedly based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden and obtained therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. Examples. Dylan claims there were 8 slides for the projector. Jesse mentioned 9. The Bureau found 1, and the burnt remains of 6 others. Fortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Excuse me. Jesse is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Dr. Darling has ordered that the entirety of the ordinary town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis, with the hopes of finding additional slides or other altered materials. Due to the limited space in the investigation sectors, the AWE will be investigated in the containment sector. Got it. But yeah. Because, like, obviously we know that all of it's real, so, because we're playing the game. Imagine you'd have a pretty tough time if you're a psychiatrist needing to deal with all that.
Moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York.
Dump cessation. By order of Dr. Darling, all the work in the ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the redacted department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in slide projectors, found in the area should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately.
Nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
Thanks, dude. Mobile lab. This item was found in the penthouse suite of Blah, Toronto, belonging to David Wolf, who was being investigated for illegal dealings in altered materials. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranatural belongings, including redacted, and the item, Mr. Wolf was arrested. So why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? It's a question that's kept Toronto high society up at night this past week. Police says it's being looked into. Some nutjob radio shows in the States claims he disappeared to join the Illuminati. But it's this reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire in some remote beach paradise. Now he's sipping, Mai Tais, while the world thinks he's dead. Certainly a way of looking at it. What's that? Blue. You have friends? Oh, there's friends down there. Yeah, the psychiatrist things are pretty tough to listen to, honestly. Pretty brutal. Did he do it? Oh. Got guns. I don't know who's doing that to me. Is it the door? Maybe underneath me? Oh yeah, it is, okay. So they expected you to fight down here. Maybe. Got a lot of remote thoughts, which is cool. I need those for my gun. Oh, right, I forgot. Throwing stuff doesn't work on these people. Okay. Nice. Okay, we're looking for the slide projector. Project. Bing bong. Ooh. Put the subway in there. I guess that's our backtrack point. Rate of fire. I wonder if I should re-equip the spin for 2 seconds here. I can... I was gonna say I could get rate of fire on it, but... maybe we should upgrade the spin. Oh, right. Okay, what are we looking at? Hello, darling.
Effective
Darling.
immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Huh. Okay, then.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Yikes. Alright, well. New mission. Finish Tango. You have to clean this shit up. Alright, I want to find a control point. Oh, it was the side area, so we went that way and then, like, looped around and went there. It was back here. Where is, Let's find a save point. The fins. If you haven't seen, Ahti, Luca, they are extremely Finnish. It's very funny. Funny in, like, an endearing way. I have a few Finnish friends, so I'm just saying, like, I recognize it very distinctly. So they're very, very lovable. Okay, what was I doing? Ahti? Yeah. Yeah, their name is also super Finnish. Okay. So they're in research, dimensional research or whatever. So we want to go to research ashtray maze. Okay, so I think that here, actually, maybe I can like go find them for you because I think they're in the janitor area. One sec. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I think this is where they are. So I can show you this character. They are not Ari, in fact. They are Ahti. Oops. Oh my goodness, please. Are you serious? Was really expecting that melee attack to just, you know, just work. I was kind of expecting it to work. Okay. We want to go this way. Let's just do this boss, or like side boss. I think this is one of the things for Erish's mission. Let's just do it. Yeah, there we go.
I should find the others.
Okay, are you ready? Pulled an Armstrong on you? That guy was invincible? A little bit. Look, it's Ahti. Can he talk? Talk to me. We must talk to the plant.
They are very good listeners. You can tell them anything. Or you can sing to them. They like that.
They like that. Oh, what other ones? Clear the mold.
You need to scrub that clean or there goes my reputation and honor. And then the good won't swing.
Isn't he like so Finnish? It's great. So the studio is also apparently Finnish, I think. One of the viewers said that. So unsurprisingly, there's just a.
What would kill a bad thing? Paska mikä paska.
I think they've also said perkele.
More of it. This thing is completely leaving from the mitten. Perkele. Saatana. Helvetin helvetti. Loma tulossa ja tällaista.
God, I love him so much. He's so good. Oh, God. God. Literally just the incarnation of, like, all of my Finnish friends. It's literally hilarious. Like, it's so good. It's actually, like, the best thing ever. Yeah. So anyways, I think that's gonna do it for this stream. So, if you are here for gameplay, we will be stopping the game. We will no longer be playing the game. But if you're new here, and you've stuck around, perhaps I can make a token for you. You don't know what a token is, that I can tell you. We'll get to that in a second. So do we have any new friends here who would like a token? If not, that is okay. But if anything, we need to go clean up the tavern. I forgot to post the tavern again. God, I'm so sorry. I'm just realizing now that I super forgot to post the tavern again. I'm really good at this. Here's the funny thing too, is I literally export them. Like, I do have them in the file. I'm usually hesitant to post them on the weekend because sometimes I have the optional stream. And then now that I haven't been doing that, I'm missing my landmark for what I'm supposed to do. So I'm sorry about that. But I should be posting them every week. I just have been forgetting to. Okay. Yeah, like I have 527. It's literally like right here. These are gonna open Photoshop. Yeah, no problem, Luca. If you're taking off, have a good one. Yeah, I literally, like, I have it. And this is, like, actually, like, this isn't the tavern. You can tell because I can, like, erase stuff. Right? Like, it's a PNG of the tavern. So it's... This is not the actual tavern. I can't move anything. Alright. See you, Luca. Take care. Yeah, so I'm supposed to be posting these, but I keep forgetting to. Maybe I'll post the next few all at once because I've forgotten. But yeah, so it's Monday, so we have to clean up the tavern. This is our lovely, wonderful tavern of House Lyria, with all of our friends of House Lyria who wanted a token. Let's just delete these stamps. I think we hide this one. So we had a control stream. We can put that here. What are we doing tomorrow? I don't remember. Let me check. Oh, tomorrow is Master Duel. That makes sense. So we need a Master Duel token. Where's our Master Duel token? Card games. That looks like a card games token. We can put it beside the cookie. Then we have the Stanley Parable. I don't have a token for that. What can we use as the Stanley Parable token? Oh, that's Arknights. This one. That is... So I think we need to get a new token for the Stanley Parable. Let's download this. Save. Let's put it on the map. I like the music of the tavern. Thank you. I made it myself. I don't know how it's typed. Yeah, tavern would be with a V. But yeah, this is... I think this is actually called Pilgrimage. I think that's what I called it. Pretty sure I called it pilgrimage. And we can put Stanley Parable right here, because that is a new one. We'll put it in the doors. Okie dokie. So we have a stamp. We will stamp off control. Tomorrow will be Master Duel with viewers. I did have intention of just basically like opening a room and I'll play against whoever wants to join. I don't know if we'll get people, is the thing. I'm always a little worried to do a like, here, play against me, and then like nobody shows up and get really sad. But maybe it'll be fine. Hopefully it'll be fine. We have Stanley Parable on Thursday, so I won't be there Wednesday. You'll be there probably? Okay, good to know. We're same time, same place, you know, both on the YouTubes and the Twitch. So feel free to drop by, same time. And I'll probably just jam card games against people. I think that's basically it. So, yeah. What is wrong with my overlay? What is that? Just noticed there was something weird with the overlay. Oh, that's my little dumb face in the corner. That's what that was. Interesting. Okay. Never mind. No errors here. Everything was fine. And then we have a variety stream on Friday. I don't actually know what it's going to be. Might just be playing games. I think I've been doing stuff the last few times. Like, it did the drawing stream and then the practice stream, so I might just, like, chill and find, like, a game to play. Maybe we'll play Control again, I don't know. Or if we were jamming with the Stanley Parable, maybe we'll go with that, so. Anyways, provided that there's no new friends here who would like a token, I'm going to save this up. And I'll say, to everyone who's stuck around, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. What do I normally say after this? I was like, it's been a while. It's actually, the last couple days were days where I wasn't doing anything. I've been basically busy the last, like, week and a bit of just having something to do every single day. So I'm I think that's why I'm maybe a little space brained aside from my sleep schedule. So, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for the support on the new video. Really appreciate that. I think it was relatively well received. So, thank you so much, and I hope to see you all soon. Maybe tomorrow. Play some Master Duel with me. Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.